Welcome back to my channel. If you come to Los Angeles, then Griffith Observatory is a must-see destination, except the observatory is closed. Still, there are 11 fun things to see and do up here without ever stepping foot inside the observatory. Now, before we get into that, I do want to talk a minute about the parking. Parking is $15 an hour. There is no way around it. So just expect to pay $15 an hour, and I would put a couple of hours to see everything. So now let's get into it. Number 1, the Gottlieb Transit Corridor. No, this is not a bus stop for you to get to the observatory. It is, however, the most interesting thing outside of the observatory. I did a video on it last week because it deserved its own spotlight, so check that out. Number 2, the Astronomer's Monument. This is a monument to the 6 most influential astronomers in history. Notice that the base is in the shape of a star. Here's what it looks like from above. On top of the Astronomer's Monument is a 900-pound bronze armillary sphere. An armillary sphere was the dominant astronomical instrument to determine the position of the planets and the stars before the invention of the telescope. Number 3, the sundial. In front of the Astronomer's Monument is this really cool sundial. Wait, those are horses! I've seen horses up here the last several times I've been here, so if you come up, there's a good chance you might see them too, but I can't guarantee it. Back to the sundial. I understand how sundials work, but I have never seen one where I could actually tell what time it is. But this one is easy to use and it's accurate. The sun hits the wire, the shadow shows the time. It's also just a gorgeous instrument to look at. Number 4, the solar system. Right in front of the steps to the observatory is the sun and a scaled model of the planet's orbits. As you move out from the sun, you'll see the bronze lines that mark the orbit of each planet. If you're coming in from the parking lot, you might look down and see Uranus and think, well, that's rude. It's just the orbit of the planet who shall not be named. There's an orbit for Pluto before Pluto was demoted to not a planet anymore. Number 5, sunset and moonset radial lines. These are 7 lines that point to the west for the position of the sunset on the equinoxes and solstices, and the position of the moon for the major and minor lunar standstills. Number 6, admire the architecture. Look how gorgeous this building is. The dome on the east side is the Zeiss telescope, normally open to the public in the evenings, but currently COVID closed. The dome on the west side is the Cielstat and Solar telescopes. I was lucky that it was open on one of the days that I was there. Pretty cool, huh? The center dome is copper, and the green is the natural patination of the copper. This is the only one of the 4 copper roof surfaces that has not been cleaned or replaced since Griffith Observatory opened in 1935. Personally, I don't think I'd tell anyone I hadn't cleaned something since 1935, but the observatory is very proud of this. There are terraces on the west and the east side of the buildings where you can see number 7, amazing views. Amazing. There's downtown. You can see the hiking trails, and one of those great views is of number 8, the Hollywood sign. Number 9, the James Dean bust. So, who is James Dean and why is his bust at Griffith Observatory? James Dean was an actor who starred in the 1955 movie Rebel Without a Cause. Now, a lot of movies have been filmed at Griffith Observatory over the years, but Rebel Without a Cause was the first one to show Griffith Observatory as Griffith Observatory. Number 10, take a hike. No, don't take it personally. Seriously, there are several hiking trails at Griffith Observatory, but I want to direct your attention to the Charlie Turner Trailhead, which is at the opposite end of the observatory on the other side of the park. Now, even if you don't want to take a full hike, just try this. Head up the trail a little bit. You're going to get to this bench where you are going to get another amazing view of the Hollywood sign. Once you've seen that, keep going up the hill just a little bit further and you will come to the Berlin Forest. Berlin has been a sister city to Los Angeles since 1967. There are a lot of benches where you can sit and again enjoy the views. And you might see this. After you've finished that, you can head back down to the observatory for number 11, a picnic on the lawn. Picnics in public parks are pretty common throughout LA, and Griffith Observatory is no exception. Check this out. More horses. This is just so cool to see. So there you have it, 11 fun things to do and see at Griffith Observatory without stepping foot inside the observatory. I hope this helps you find your adventure. Thank you for watching.